Good morning. It's a little later in the morning because I just dropped my kids off, picked up my kids from a really neat camp that they were at. So glad to be back. Glad to be all of us together in under one roof. For now, we've got one more camp where actually, no, two technically. If you count the day camp, our youngest is going to a day camp a couple days from now, too. It's just one thing after the other this year. It's crazy. But I'm glad to be here with you this morning, and we're just going to dive in and play the puzzles. It's a little bit later today because I had to go pick them up early in the morning. And then they didn't feed them this morning. They just, sent everybody on their way. They out the door. So they had not eaten, right, this morning. So I made them a nice breakfast, and then here I am. So also, big shout out to our very faithful watcher, Tyson. Happy birthday, Tyson. He's just awesome. He's always there. He's always, has something fun to say, and just a great guy. So happy birthday, Tyson. I know he's very vocal about things, and he said, July 5th is my birthday. I won't forget it. I will not forget it because he said. So that's awesome. All right, well, you guys, let's dive in and let's play the puzzles. Yeah, cool. Let's do it. All right, so we're playing connections today. And in the connections, 16 words, we're trying to create 4 groups of 4. I see short, pine, fold, laundry, long, bucket, burn, sting, to do, scheme, stir, racket, beat, itch, hustle, and blend. Okay, so what I saw was to-do list, bucket list, short list, maybe laundry list. Kinds of lists. I didn't expect that to be the purple category. That's very interesting. That's the one that spoke to me, so I'm surprised it was the purple category. Let's see. So if you're running an illegal operation, you might call it a racket, a sting operation, a hustle, and a scheme, like a side operation. A con game. Yeah, okay. All right, so then what you might do to, whip up eggs. You might fold, right? Fold eggs into a batter. You might beat them, right? Like scrambled eggs. Stir and blend. I think those go together. Yes, they do. Combine as baking ingredients. Tyson! Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I was hoping you would come on. It's good to see you. Happy birthday. Let's see. Long, itch, burn, and pine. How do those go together? Oh, to yearn. Yeah, to pine. Pine is a verb. Pine is a verb. Tyson, I hope you got to read that. I meant every word. You're awesome, man. You are awesome. You fill the world with light. Let's see. Yeah, to yearn. I forgot that pine was a verb. The hunger of the pine. Burn, itch, long, and pine. That's so funny. The one that spoke to me the most was actually should have been the most tricky, the least straightforward. Kinds of lists: a bucket list, a laundry list, a short list, and a to-do list. And then we did it in rainbow order. We started with the hardest one, and then we went the easier ones. Con game: a hustle, a racket, a scheme, and a sting. The only one I'm like, maybe not, is Sting. Sting is like a sting operation that the police set up. You know, it's like to catch the scheming people. I don't know. That seems a little backwards. Combine as baking ingredients. To beat, to blend, to fold, and to stir. You don't want to blend, you say chocolate chips, you would want to fold them into your batter. Or, I don't know, what else would you fold? Maybe blueberries into pancake batter or something. And then the blue category for me was the least straightforward because I forgot pine was a verb. If you have an itching, a burn, right? I'm burning to do that. Longing or pining. Awesome. Okay, well, good. Good. All right, and then let's play the mini, which, look at that, is not so mini today. Blast with unwanted messages. Blast, is that spams? It sounds like spams. Orderly assortment. An orderly assortment would be a set, an array. Oh, maybe an array. I could see that. Maybe, yeah. Its state mammal is the bison, and its state sport is the rodeo. I believe that's Wyoming. One of the friends that my daughter made. It's neat. This camp, you know, you get kids from all over. I mean, there's kids from the East Coast, the West Coast, the middle of the country, everywhere. But she said a really good friend of hers drove in, I don't know, from Wyoming. That's cool. Let me think. Hawaii's Mauna. I don't know anything about Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I've always wanted to go. But I've never gone to Hawaii. I have an aunt actually visiting, well, in Hawaii temporarily for a little while. I think she's going to be there. She's stationed more or less for, I think, a year and a half or something. All right, but I don't know that one. Shanghai-born NBA Hall of Famer who stood at 7'6". Oh gosh, what was his name? I don't remember. Oh, that's terrible. I don't remember. I can see his face. Emotionless as a gaze, maybe like blank, right? Like a blank stare. Another name for an earthquake. A tremor. I don't know. We'll come back. Led a Catholic ceremony. I wonder if some of these are wrong, because I can't make sense of some of those. Okay, we got something wrong here. Hype up. Okay, you know what? I wonder... This one maybe is wrong, because I think maybe this one is promote. To hype up, to promote. Place for Popeye's anchor tattoo on the arm. Oh. Oh. Okay, hold on. Maybe this is two words. Lead a Catholic ceremony. Say Mass. Right? If you lead Mass. All right. Ballots cast from home are mail-ins. Ballots. Yeah, there's an S on ballots, so I would assume that it's mail-ins with an S on the end. Thesaurus listing are a variety of synonyms. Alphabetically last of the 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, why. Silly joke. A gag. So Manua Loa. Okay. Oh, Yao Ming. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know how to spell excusez-moi. I think it's M-O-I. I don't know French, but somehow I knew that. M-O-I. The I makes a ah sound. Moi. Look at that. That was a big puzzle today. Kind of impressed how big that puzzle was, and we got it. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. To blast with unwanted messages. Spams. Yeah, the mini looks like a middle. Not like the full New York Times crossword puzzle. Those are huge. But this does look like an extra medium puzzle today. Orderly assortment. Array. I thought I would have to change that one. I'm actually kind of proud that I got that one right on. Its state mammal is the bison, and its state sport is the rodeo. Wyoming. Let me think. Hawaii's Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa. Is that a mountain? Probably a mountain. Okay, Yao Ming was the Shanghai-born NBA Hall of Famer who stood at 7'6". Very tall. Oh, that's a great word for it. I said empty, I think. Emotionless as a gaze. Stony. Stony. Another name for an earthquake is a seism. Seism? Seism. I'm going to go seism. Interesting. That's a new word to me. Led a Catholic ceremony. Say mass. Maybe it was lead. Lead. Hype up. Promote. You need a good hype man in your life. Place for Popeye's anchor tattoo. Arm. Ballots cast from home. Mail-ins. Thesaurus listings. Yep. Synonym. Alphabetically last of the 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, and why. Silly joke, a gag. And then excusez-moi. It's a passive-aggressive way to say, excuse me, get out of the way. Nice. Cool. Goody, goody, goody. All right, and then the Wordle today. All right, what do we start with? What about... I know this is using a lot of really common letters, and I may regret it, but what if I said plate? Okay, there's an L, there's an A, and there's an E. How about combs? I'm trying to think of a non-intersecting word there. Nice, there's a B. All right, all right. What haven't we guessed? I'm thinking of non-intersecting words. We have not guessed you or I. Oh boy. Oh, it would double a letter though, wouldn't it? I'm trying to think of words that don't have to double letters. How about... Oh, is that a word? Or I was going to say ringu, right? Like the Japanese horror film, The Ring, but in Japanese. Ringy? Okay, look at that. We got all 5 letters. Hey, we'll take it. They're all in the wrong place. That's okay. What? I'm trying to think of what order that would make sense in. Like, Baylor. Baylor is a word. No way. Are you kidding me? That was like ready to guess 2 more. That was insane luck right there. That was... Because I'm thinking, okay, well, none of these are correct. They're all yellow. Where do I put these? Where do I scramble these? Could be an ER word, right? And if it's like consonant, vowel, consonant, and then ER, then it could be LABER. No, it'd be labor would be LABOR. Albur. I don't know what other arrangement that could have made a word into, but Baylor. Wow. I promise you, I don't look at these before I play. That is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, let's dive in and play the Strands. So there are 6 words here, 5 words in a spangram. You guys know how this works. Baylor is such a hillbilly word. Lipo, good morning. I didn't even see you there. It's great to have you. Be sure and wish Tyson a happy birthday. It's his birthday today. And Tyson, way to be here with us during your birthday. Like, you could be doing anything else. Do you have any fun plans? I'm doing fantastic. I am doing great. I just picked up my 2 oldest kids from a camp, and they were ready for a full meal and a shower. So I gave them a nice full breakfast, and they are just glad to be home, taking care of themselves at home. So, all right. So today's theme is every second counts. Now, if any of you are new and you're like, what the heck is this puzzle? Think of it like a word search, except they don't give you the answers. They're hidden in the puzzle somewhere, and they don't just go up and down, left and right. They're all over the place. And today's theme, they're all the words are loosely based on a theme. The true meaning of the theme doesn't come until you unravel what the puzzle means. I think I know what this one means, because every second counts, right? And I see the word clock right here. So okay. All right, I think we're in for it. I think we know exactly what's going on here, because I also see hourglass. Yeah, okay. So what are other timekeepers? Maybe a watch. Do you see watch? Here's watch. W-A-T-C-H. Oh, I think I even just said this word. Time keeper. Maybe S? Okay, it's got the S on the end. One of my favorite ones. Oh, I thought this was metronome. Okay, well. Oh, here, I see it. Chronometer. Oh, I know what this is. Sundial. That's clever. Lots of different timekeepers. I like that a lot. That's really cool. Every second counts. How are you going to count the seconds? I don't know if you can count the seconds on a sundial necessarily. A sundial is more just like a general time, like you're measuring, tens and 20s and half hours. You're not necessarily measuring seconds on a sundial. Could be off a tiny bit, 1 degree or 2 degrees. Every second counts. That's great. Sundial, hourglass, a watch. Got my dumb watch here. Lots of people have smart watches. I just have my dumb watch. I don't mind it. What am I going to get, more texts buzzing on my arm? No, thank you. I don't need that. How about a clock and a chronometer? Oh, go to a baseball game. Oh my gosh. That sounds really fun. That sounds fun. Either soccer or baseball or Utah Jazz's basketball. So summer league, can you go to just like practice games? That's pretty cool. That's cool. Alrighty. Okay, we just played the Strands. I don't know why I clicked that button. I was just excited to play it again. We were so excited. We're going to play it again. All right. And I did actually just yesterday kind of reorganize the screen. I was looking at the way the screen is placed, and I noticed that during the mini crossword, it didn't say across or down anymore. I think just, the page had scrolled or something, and they reoriented it just slightly. So I needed to actually kind of reorient the way my thing looks, but it looks great now. So, and also, Tyson, thank you for pointing out yesterday that the top of the puzzle said my initials, KHM. I was over the moon about that after you pointed it out. I was literally just playing the puzzle. I was just like, okay, there's a K, there's an H, there's an M. And then Tyson was like, wait, aren't your initials KHM? And I was like, what? It was awesome. That was pretty cool. All right, today shouldn't be too hard. We have to solve it in 4 words. We've got a Y, an L, and an E, and an A, U, and D, R, I, and O, Rio, Rio de Janeiro, and then W, G, and M. There's no S in the puzzle. There's no T. There's an R. We could do ER words. There's no N. We can't do like EN something. Envelop or something. Oh, we can't do LY words. Okay, well, no LY for you. We could do meager. That's fine. I keep thinking of LY words, like loudly. I can't do UD anyway. There's not a lot to pick from in terms of, well, there are. We almost have, do we have all the vowels? Wait, we have all the vowels here. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. There we go. That's cool. We have tons of vowels today. Okay, I like the word meager, but I don't like where it's taking us. So, where'd my notepad go? No way. No way. Seriously? I might even just erase this one. Meager, but then you're saying that dialogue, D-I-A-L-O-G-U-E. What a word. What a word. Lipo, what a word. Dialogue. How about emery, like an emery board? Yeah, that's a killer word. Marigold, that's an amazing word too. Okay, how about dialogue and emery, but we go just something goofy at the beginning to get over to the D. Wild. G-U-E, dialogue. And then emery, like an emery board. Cool. Cool. Yeah, we had to do that in 4 today, and we did it in 3. Look at that. I even put it on the top. I know it kind of gets cut off on some phones, but at the top it says, try to solve in 4 words. Do you like that I put that there? I don't know. Does that matter? Maybe it doesn't matter. Wild, dialogue, and emery. Sweet. Cool. All right. How did they solve yesterday's puzzle? Let's see what... Thumb and beckoning. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I said after we had... we used something for... Didn't we use like becoming or something? I think we used becoming. Yeah, and after the fact, it was like, man, I wish I could play this twice, because I really think thumb and then beckoning could have done it. We did use the word thumb, I remember that, but then we used like Yeah, that was. That was exactly what you were saying. Thumb and then beckoning. Yep, absolutely. We kind of pieced that one together after the fact. I was like, no, we could have used the K there. Didn't we use like kit or something? I think it was kit and then thumb and then becoming. But had we used the K there, we wouldn't even need the K for kit. We could just use it here, and the M was already being used during thumb. So, thumb and beckoning. Yeah, that's literally after the fact. You know, hindsight is 20/20, isn't it? But that's how we did it yesterday, or we could have done it yesterday. Very similar to ours. So for Letterboxd today, July 5th, we did wild, and then the D for dialogue, and then E for emery, like an emery board. That's cool. Awesome. All right, so let's recap. Let's do it. Let's see what we did. Today for the connections we did. I don't know. The first thing that spoke to me was the different lists, right? A to-do list. I have a mountainous to-do list. A bucket list, the things you want to do throughout your life before you kick the bucket, right? That's where that comes from. The laundry list. Actually, there's a what do you call that? A Mandela effect about bucket list. It's a commonly held belief that the phrase bucket list came before the movie, but actually the movie inspired the phrase bucket list. Everyone, asks somebody and they say, "Oh yeah, there was bucket lists forever before that movie." No, the movie inspired the phrase bucket list. All right. So then the laundry list and then a short list. You guys are all on my short list. I hope you understand that. Every one of you, you're all on my short list. You're awesome. You're good people. Good people. All right. So con games. The one that I was like, is it that? Was the word sting. Because sting is like a police operation to catch people that are doing bad things. But con games, right? You might run a hustle pool, racket, right? Racketeering, scheming, and run a sting. The green category, right? Combine is baking ingredients. You might beat, blend, fold, and stir ingredients together. Yearn, right, is the yellow category. To burn, to itch, to long, and to pine. And I forgot pine was I was thinking trees. That's why it didn't really speak to me. Pine is a verb. Hunger of the pine. Okay. And then, here, let's start at the beginning there. Blasts with unwanted messages. Spams. Orderly assortment. An array. Its state mammal is the bison, and its state sport is rodeo. Is that a sport? I guess it's a sport. If you come from Wyoming, what else are you going to do? Wyoming. Let me think. Hawaii's Mauna Loa. I was actually going to look that up. Is Mauna Loa is a volcano. Okay, cool. Where are we on the map? We are on the island, the Big Island. The Big Island. Kind of right dead center of the Big Island. Huh. Neat. All right. Yao Ming was the Shanghai-born NBA Hall of Famer who stood at 7'6". Wow. That's wild. I don't think he plays anymore, or else they would say that he stands currently at 7'6". He's probably retired now. Emotionless as a gaze, a stony gaze. This is a new word for me. Another name for an earthquake is a seism. Seism? I'm going to go seism. Lead a Catholic ceremony. Say mass. Hype up. Promote. Place for Popeye's anchor tattoo on his arm. Ballots cast from home. Mail-ins. Thesaurus listing. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of synonyms, aren't there? Alphabetically last of the 5 W's. Who, what, where, when, and why. Why. Silly joke, a gag. And the passive-aggressive way to say excuse me. No, I'm just kidding. The French way to say excuse me. Excusez-moi. Okay. And then we actually got super lucky on this. I put in Baylor, very much expecting to see, oh, maybe there's like one green. I now know where the E goes or whatever. And it ended up, heck, I know where all of it goes because of all those letters. My initial inclination, once I got my 3 non-intersecting words and it gave me all 5 letters, but they're all yellow. That's okay. I thought, I wonder if it's an ER word, right? So if it's an ER word, we've got like Albor, labor. Labor is an OR word. And then I thought, okay, what if it's Baylor? So I tried Baylor, knowing full well I would have to change a bunch of it. I'm probably going to need to change, something here, reorder the letters. Maybe it's an R word or something. Who knows? But it came out. It was absolutely correct. Baylor. That's interesting and lucky. Definitely lucky. All right. And then the Strands puzzle today. The theme was every second counts, right? How do we count seconds? How do we keep time? So you can see the spangram says timekeepers. We've got a sundial. I don't know if you can keep seconds on a sundial, but you can definitely keep general time. Hourglass. A watch. Like my dumb watch. I don't have to get notifications all the time on my wrist. I want to know what time it is. That's all. I want to know what time it is. And I do keep the time down to the second. I'm a total nerd like that. Fast clocks or slow clocks kind of drive me up the wall because I'm like, that's not really what time it is. My watch is down to the second in Apple time. It's synchronized. Speaking of synchronizing clocks, there's a chronometer. Watch and a clock. Nice. Imagine having to go outside in Qatar to look at a sundial. Oh, no. Yeah, it's hot o'clock. It's just hot and dry o'clock. That's what time it is. I would not enjoy a sundial in Qatar. No, I would not. Okay, now, I've actually always wondered this, the Qatari heat. I hear people, whenever Qatar comes up, I hear different pronunciations because there's no U associated with the Q, I hear some people say, how do they say it? Qatar? And then some people say Qatar. How do you say it, Lightbow? Being from Qatar, how do you pronounce it? Living in Qatar. I would love to know how you pronounce it, being from the country. Because on the news I hear either Qatar or Qatar or that's a different pronunciation, so I would love to know. All right, and then the letterbox today we solved with only 3 words out of the 4 that we needed. And that was wild, and the D led to dialogue. Awesome word, Lightbow. Thank you for that one. What was the other one you said? Oh, marigold. Yeah, we could have played marigold. That's a great one. Wild, dialogue, and then emery, like an emery board. All right. Well, good. This was a couple of productive puzzles on Tyson's birthday. Tyson, if you're still there, happy birthday. You're an amazing human being. You fill the world with light, and you're just an amazing person. So thank you. You know what? A lot of good puzzles today, and thanks for a fun chat. And I'm going to go see my kids and just hang out with them because I have not seen them for almost a full week now. And now that they're home, I am very grateful they're home. So we're going to go hang out, have lots of fun, and I will see you on the next one. Tyson, happy birthday. Catch you on the next one.